I hate to say this to my Scottish friends and my Irish friends, this is actually smoother than whiskey. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to see if there's grog for sale somewhere in Portugal because I think I'll be buying this and enjoying it. It's really good. I'm just gonna put a baby drop on here. Holy cow. Someone get the fire extinguisher. You ever get the feeling you go to a party and you don't know anybody, but everyone else knows each other? That's kind of the feeling we have here. Welcome to Destination Eat Drink, the travel channel for foodies. I'm Brent Peterson. I'm an American living in Portugal. Today we're in Lisbon, and I thought we'd try some African food. This is a little bit different than your typical Portuguese food, but we've done videos about the best Brazilian food here. Lisbon's very multicultural, especially for places that used to be colonies of Portugal. And Portugal had a lot of African colonies. So we're going to try some of the best African food, and there's some outstanding ones in Lisbon. This place is called Roda, Viva, and this is a Mozambique restaurant. And of course, Mozambique was an African colony. If you go to Mozambique, they speak Portuguese. This is not only a great African restaurant. This is one of my all-time favorite restaurants in all of Lisbon. I love this place. Been here before and enjoyed it every time. So let's go over with what we got. First of all, this is cassava coconut. It's called Mathapa, and put it on top of this, what they call zima, but a lot of places just call it polenta. It's just, cornmeal. It's the staple. It's one of the staple carbohydrates. That is so good. I need more of this on there. So good. Has kind of a spinachy flavor to it, but tiny bit of spice to it. Okay. This mushroom dish I've been looking forward to. I'm going to put it on the rice here. This is called tachinha, and it's mushrooms, yes. It also has some eggplant in it. Fabulous. So good. Okay. These mushrooms are so earthy and delicious. And we're in mushroom season, so they're really nice. Okay. Now we're going to take the dare, put a little bit of this hot sauce on it. Just a little bit. Okay. Man, I'll tell you, I don't know. It's because I've gotten used to not having a ton of spice in my food, because I used to eat spicy food all the time when we lived in the States. But in Portugal, they don't eat a lot of spicy food. But the African restaurants, they love their spicy food now, and it tastes so spicy to me. So I don't know if it's because I'm not used to it or because it's super spicy, but I really dig it. Super good. Such good stuff. You know, I remember the first time we came in here, I was talking to the owner, and I didn't know him. I said, do you own this place? And he goes, no, I work for the bank. So he's a funny guy, and this is a fantastic place. It's in the Alfama neighborhood, which is the really characteristic neighborhood of Lisbon, place you've got to come to when you come to Lisbon. And it's a short walk from Praça do Comércio, so it's easy to get here. And this place, can't miss. Really, I'm telling you, one of my favorite places in all of Lisbon. So I saw this on the menu. It's called grog, and this is a firewater. I didn't know that they drank it in Mozambique. I talked to the gentleman who's been helping us today, and he said, yeah, they drink it in Mozambique. I know it is a Cape Verde drink. They drink a lot of grog in Cape Verde, but I didn't know in Mozambique, and I've been looking for it since I got to Lisbon. I have not seen it anywhere. I don't know if they had this on the menu the other times we've been here. I don't think I've seen it. Maybe they just added it. Maybe I overlooked it. Anyway, what is it? It's basically firewater. The interesting thing is he heated the glass. I mean, this is hot right here. And the reason is to release the aromatics in here, and you can smell it. I mean, it's really strong smelling. So we're going to give this a try. Okay, it's tasty. It's like it's more like a whiskey than like a grappa or something like that, you know, or like an aguardente that you would have here in Portugal. Smoky, a really nice flavor. I'm really surprised. I've never had grog before, but I really like this a lot. This is really good. I would bet this would make an amazing cocktail too. It would be nice with maybe some spices like some cinnamon or some allspice. Star anise might be really good in here. I'm not a big whiskey drinker. This is, I hate to say this to my Scottish friends and my Irish friends, this is actually smoother than whiskey. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to see if there's grog for sale somewhere in Portugal, because I think I'll be buying this and enjoying it. It's really good. This is called By Malocious, and we are in the restaurant is in the basement of the Cape Verdean Cultural Center. So you know it's gonna be good Cape Verdean food. Took the metro to come out here. This is about a 5-minute walk from the end of the yellow line. So what did we get? Well, we started with some cassava fries, and these, I've already sampled them, are amazing. Better than French fries. Crispy, fluffy on the inside, so good. Delicious. But main reason we came here was to get a dish called Cachupa. Now, Cachupa is considered the national dish of Cape Verde. And if you don't know, Cape Verde is an island archipelago in the Atlantic Ocean off of the west coast of Africa. And it was uninhabited before the Portuguese colonized it in the 15th century. The place grew rich through the unfortunate slave trade. But there are a lot of people of Cape Verdean descent living in Lisbon and all over Portugal. Some say maybe 200,000 people have Cape Verdean descent here in Portugal, and maybe close to 100,000 were actually born there. So a lot of people, and they want to have their Cape Verdean food. It's strange though, I walk in, people who work here seem like they're all from Cape Verde. But the people who are eating here, it seems like they're mostly Portuguese. I don't know, maybe there's some Cape Verdeans here, but that was my observation. All right, enough of the history. Let's dig into the dish, right? So, Cachupa is like a stew, and it has sweet potatoes, beans, oh man, that is so hearty and delicious. Oh, that sweet potato is amazing. One of the best I've had. And then you can get it, I think, pork or chicken. We got the vegan one. They have vegan cachupa made with tofu. Really nice. Now, the thing about cachupa is every village in Cape Verde, every island in Cape Verde has a different version of it. So I suppose they're putting in different things depending on where you are. I did read that it often has hominy in it or corn. I don't. Maybe there's a little corn in there. There's some hominy. So lots of different ingredients, cooked for a long time, super hearty and delicious. My first impression of my first cachupa, big thumbs up. Maybe we'll try some more on this video as we try different African food here in Lisbon, but this is outstanding. So happy. Now, Karen tried just a little tiny bit of their puri. She said it was super duper hot. So I'm just gonna put a baby drop on here. Holy cow. Someone get the fire extinguisher. We're at Casa de Angola, and this is part of the Angolan Cultural Center here in Lisbon. And there's a lot of people from Angola here in Portugal, about 30,000 or so, but that vastly undercounts the number with Angolan heritage, whose parents or grandparents were born in Angola. The Angolese have been coming here. Well, they started in the 50s, but really they started immigrating here in the 1990s during the Angolan Civil War, post-Portuguese independence. Portugal colonized Angola and engaged in a brutal slave trade there, especially after the sugarcane plantations were built in other Portuguese colonies. So that went on for hundreds of years and absolutely ravaged Angola, but became independent. And a lot of Angolese fled the Civil War and came here. And luckily for us, they did things like open these wonderful Angolan restaurants. So the guy who runs this place, he told me there's a specific way to do this dish, and I hope I do it correctly. So we start with a lemon, and we squeeze the lemon juice on the bottom here. Then the hot piri sauce. All the African places, they seem to have a version of this, and it's so good and tasty. So roll that on there. And then the polenta goes on. Lots of corn is grown in Angola, so it's no surprise that polenta is part of their diet. Wow. So this is kind of different, and it's a little bit, find my fork here. The texture's kind of rubbery, which is a little odd, but we'll try it. Okay. And then we top it with this bean stew. It's like a feijoada. Then, next step, see, there's several steps involved here. Then okra. And I'll say, I've never been a big fan of okra. We lived in Austin, Texas for a while. They eat a lot of okra down there. Never could get into it. People tried to get me into it. Never could. Didn't like the texture. And then these breadcrumb-like things go on top. Okay, so I did it all. Lemon, piri, polenta, feijoada, okra, breadcrumbs. Assembly completed. Now the tasting. So let's try this with a little polenta. Okay. So I see why he said to put the feijoada on top of the polenta. It kind of softens it up, makes it a little bit creamy, so it doesn't have so much of that rubbery texture. Yum. Wow. Fantastic. All right, moment of truth. Let's try the okra. Like I said, never been a fan. All right. That's pretty good. I don't know if it's converted me 100%, but that's certainly the best okra I've ever had. It's not slimy like the okra that I've had before. So that's pretty good. All right. Thing is, Just a note, if you come here, first of all, it gets busy in here. So we kind of had to talk our way in, even though I thought I had a reservation. And they don't take credit cards. So make sure you come with cash. But totally worth it. Yum. This place is called Cafe Chisola, and we're back in our city of Setubal. I know we were going to do all Lisbon, but I thought we'd come back here because this is a place I've been wanting to try. And I made reservations not knowing that tonight was their first anniversary party. So you ever get the feeling you go to a party and you don't know anybody, but everyone else knows each other? That's kind of the feeling we have here, because they're all friends of the owner here tonight. But we got our little reservation, our table here right in the center of the restaurant. Let me tell you what we got. So I got a variety of things. First of all, we started out with just some mixed veggies. And 3 different colors of peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, carrot, zucchini. But what makes it is there's a spice with some sauce in there that's really tasty and flavorful. Then we got some polenta, and if you remember when we went to the Angolan place, how I said the polenta was kind of rubbery and you needed some sauce on it to kind of loosen it up. Same here, so I guess that's really an African thing. I put some greens on top of the polenta, and those greens are really nice, flavorful. This place, Chicola, isn't really a specific African cuisine. It's more of a pan-African type place, but it's good. You know, it's got some dishes that I recognize from the other restaurants, some that are new to me. But that's tasty. Muito obrigado.
Tudo bem?
Sim, tudo bem.
Desculpa este improviso.
And then fried banana to top it off. This thing is hot right out of the fryer. Okay, that's the star of the show. That's the owner behind me. She must be greeting everyone, welcoming into the party. So I'm going to check out here. But thanks for watching. If you want to support Destination Eat Drink, you can hit me up on buymeacoffee.com/Destination Eat Drink. Also, like the video, subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. I'm Brent Peterson. See you down the road.
Muita receptividade da outra parte. Nós temos amigos que são clientes.